This might be a little bit different from the normal overhead camera angle, but this is all I can do right now. And I really wanted to talk about my end of 2023-2024 plan, my techo kaigi. A little bit of backstory about me. I am finishing my high school exams, and by November I'll have a bunch of free time to myself. And recently I got back into journaling after falling out of it for so long, and I wanted to see how I could develop that habit to get back into my journals and my planners regularly in time for the new year. So let me just tell you what I'm planning to do. So this is my 2023 hobonichi techo A6 English version, and it was originally I purchased it to use as a planner, and I thought that it could be a nice catch-all for my school and my home tasks, my personal tasks. But I found out that this, because I feel like the English version is way less structured than the Japanese version, so I found out that that wasn't really what I needed in a planner. I would prefer to have more structure, and that coupled with stress from school and too many tasks from school meant that I didn't really have the time or energy to get myself to use this. So over the course of 2023, there have been ins and outs. I've been jumping in and out of the planner, of the journal, and there's actually this large chunk in the middle that's pretty much flat compared to everything else, and that's from April to August-ish. I really want to, the consumerist in me wants to buy a new A6 for next year, but since there are so many unused pages in this and the Tomoe River paper is really nice, I haven't really I don't have an opinion on the new Sansen Tomoe River paper, but writing with this has been a really nice experience with my fountain pens. I thought that I'd just use this as a normal journal, and that's what I've been doing and what I will try to continue to do in November and December. So for the past week I've been filling out the daily pages again. On the rest of the pages that I've left blank, I'll just write whatever in them and I'll index them by the date in the front. So that's my plan for this journal. And this is the cover that I kept this inside of. I forgot the name of this cover though. It's a really cute cover, it's linen, and I have the cover on top of that. And inside, since I took my techo out, I have a muji weekly A6, a horizontal weekly, and it's set up pretty much like the weeks. The layout is pretty much like the weeks, except this is a 5mm grid, and I think the weeks might have 3.7mm. And I really like the look of the weeks, and especially after buying the hobonichi techo, I kind of got interested into the whole hobonichi lineup. But this is quite an expensive journal, and the weeks is also pretty much a similar price. I think and this muji planner was only $15 in Australia. And they have pretty much the same layout, probably just a couple aesthetic differences here and there. But so I got this to kind of save a little bit of money. And also, in case I do actually end up purchasing the 2024 hobonichi, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. this will like not break my bank as much. Like I won't be spending $80 on like 2 planners. So yeah, this is my Muji A6 for next year. It starts December 2023, and to just like give like a little flip through, it has like a yearly overview, and I'm thinking of using this as like a habit tracker or like a log of my habits. And then it has like a bunch of monthlies all like grouped together at the front. Then it has the weekly, and at the back it has a couple of grid pages. And something that I also kind of wanted to share was in 2023, since I fell off for my hobonichi, I didn't get the chance to fill out the My 100 spread in the back. And the way I planned to use it was to write like 100 memorable events. But it obviously didn't really end up happening. Like I only wrote 2 things in here. But when I was flipping through my hobonichi and like looking at how I could repurpose it, I thought about like, wow, it would be so cool to have like so many like fun things happen this year, and I've forgotten most of them already, and it would be nice if I could just like have this year. So I recreated this spread. I just like dated it, numbered it 1 to 100, and hopefully I do fill this out. I think it'll be very fun to look back on. It's just like a bite-sized recap of what went on in your year. And then yeah, and at the back here I have it's an undated, it's a blank grid Muji A6, and I'm gonna be using it as my commonplace book, as I found out the word for this is. I've been like really out of touch with the journaling community for most of 2023. I got back into it when I was like setting up my hobonichis, but it's been fun learning all these things that have been happening. So this is gonna be my main planner for next year. Like my main, like, ideally I would be putting this in my bag every day and like taking it out, bringing it with me everywhere. And my journal will just stay at home. And this is the third, maybe last, I don't know, we'll see, notebook in my planner lineup. It's a traveler's notebook cover from leatologie. I think they're a Malaysian company, a Malaysian brand. And in here I have Take a Note Slim Weekly. It's undated. And I, again, picked this up to use 2023, but never really got around to using it. Like I've only filled up 2 spreads. I've made 3, but this one went unused. And this is something that I set up like a couple of days ago, and I was thinking of using the weeklies as like a weekly log of what I do each day. And it won't have like emotions or like, oh, I feel this is this about this. That will go inside my journal. This one will just be like, went out to eat, got bubble tea, did my big project or something. Like, yeah. So I'm gonna be writing those in these columns, and I don't know what I'm gonna write on the side here yet. I was thinking that I could write in this sidebar horizontally, maybe like a summary of my week. I don't know, we'll see. And I've set this up for for today. For today. I just had an exam today, a 3-hour exam, so my brain's a little bit fuzzy. But besides my taken out, I also have this craft cardboard folder, I don't know, and I have like my traveler's journal, what's this called, Orion board? It's the 2020 edition, I think. I don't know, I picked this up when I went to Japan in 2020 and I thought it was cute. It's a really nice color, and honestly, like, I've been really tempted because I'm going to go overseas to like the stationery store that I like to frequent is a traveler, like recently became a Travelers company partner store. So they've been posting a lot about their traveler's journals and they're really tempting. Like, I saw the Traveler's Diner cover and it looks really adorable. But I haven't mentioned this, but I've actually had this cover for 2 to 3 years, I think. And as you can see, it's pretty much still, like, I don't know, if, like, to me it looks like really clean and really unused, even though it has like slight scratching there. But I don't know if that's like part of the leather or if it's just the wear that came with it when I like was really enthused to use it. But I haven't used it for the past 2-3 years, and that's mostly because of this insert right here. I have 2 of these and they're really cheap inserts that you can get from like AliExpress, and I just really didn't like the writing experience on these. I tried to use this as a journal once and I just like wrote 1 entry, then I never went back in. So I still have to use these up in some way. So my kind of compromise was to just not write anything inside there, and I'm gonna use this as like a junk journal where I just collect, because I actually do collect quite a few like ephemera, but I never like stick them down anywhere. I just keep them in like little folders like these, and then they just become real junk. So I'm just gonna be using this as a home for all those things, and when November comes, hopefully I'll be going out more often than I am now and I'll have a lot more stuff to put these in. So this is my 2024 planner setup, I think. Tentatively, I'm just gonna be referring to it as like my November-December trial, because in the past I haven't been consistent with my planners, and that's fine, but since I'm gonna be going to uni next year and I don't know, I just have like so much time on my hands the next 2 months, I felt like it'd be a good idea to like just try keep up with these, and who knows, it'll help me develop like life skills. So this is my final stack, and there may be more things added to this. I'm thinking of doing weekly check-ins, like weekly videos that compile how I feel about using my planners, like any thoughts I have within the week, like on a daily basis. Maybe I might do like a little check-in, I don't know. But yeah, this is it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me ramble about what I'm gonna do with my newfound freedom after my high school exams. Thank you for watching.